What's up guys, it's Austin, and today's video I'm going to be talking about the top 3 scariest 3 a.m. challenges that you'll ever do. One of them I would not suggesting, and it's the first one I'm going to talk about, so let's get right into this. Number 1 is the midnight game. So for this game you need 1 candle, 1 lighter or a book of matches, a piece of paper, a pencil, a pin, a wooden door closed, and salt. The instructions: begin prior to midnight. Write your full name, first, middle, and last on the piece of paper with your writing implement. Prick your finger with the pin and squeeze until a drop of blood appears. Dot the blood on the paper and allow it to soak in. Turn off every light in your home. Place the paper with your name and blood on it in front of the closed wooden door. Light the candle using the matches or lighter and place it on top of the paper. If you are using a taper, make sure it is placed in a candle holder. Knock on the door 22 times. The final knock must occur precisely when the clock chimes 12 a.m. Open the door, then blow out the candle and close the door. Relight your candle immediately. Here's the main part of the game. Keeping your candle in your hand and your salt and matches or lighter close by, begin to move about your home. Should your candle go out, you must relight it within the next 10 seconds. If you are successful, continuing moving about your home. Do not stop moving until 3:33 a.m., which is the devil's hour. If you are unsuccessful in relighting the candle, immediately surround yourself with a circle of salt. Remain inside that circle until 3:33. And the ending of the game: at 3:33 a.m. it is safe to stop moving or to step outside your circle of salt. You may also turn on the lights. The game is over. Additional notes: the midnight game may be played with more than 1 player. In this instance, all players are principals. As such, each player must perform the invitation individually. So you can do this with 1 or 2 more people and be in a group. So indications that the midnight man is near include, but are not limited to, the following: sudden drops in temperature, the sound of a soft whisper with no discernible source, the appearance of a humanoid figure within the darkness, and the candle going out. Should you experience any of the first 3 occurrences, leave the area immediately. Should you experience the 4th occurrence, which is the candle going out, following the previously given instructions, relighting the candle within the next 10 seconds will keep the midnight man temporarily at bay. Should you fail to perform this action correctly, the circle of salt will do the same. Do not fail to do either. There are no known methods to abort the game. So you have to do this right, and you have to follow the rules exactly to par. So that is the midnight game. Here's the next one. 1 man hide and seek. So this is like another version of the midnight game. So this is what you do. Instead of hiding from this like demonic figure that you're hiding from until midnight, or hiding until 3:33 a.m. like the midnight game, you are hiding from a doll. You need 1 person, so you just yourself, 1 stuffed doll with limbs, a sack of uncooked rice, 1 pair of nail clippers, a needle and thread, red thread, 1 sharp edge such as a knife or pair of scissors, 1 bathroom with a bathtub, a cup of salt water, a television, a hiding place, and incense. Here are the instructions. Using your sharp edge, cut open the doll, remove the stuffing. Replace the stuffing with dry uncooked rice. Clip off a piece of your fingernail and place it inside the doll with the rice. Using the needle and red thread, stitch the doll closed without snipping the thread. Taking the remaining length, wrap it around the doll and tie off the ends. Fill the bathtub with water. Purify the room in which your hiding place is located with the incense or whatever else you have. Once it has been purified, set up the television in the same room. Place the cup of salt water and the sharp edge inside the hiding place. Name the doll. The main event. Begin precisely at 3 a.m. Repeat the following phrase to the doll 3 times, filling in your own name where appropriate. Your name is the first it. Go to the bathroom, submerge the doll in the bathtub, and leave it there. Turn out all the lights in your home, go to your hiding place, and switch on the television. Close your eyes and count to 10. When you have finished counting, open your eyes. Retrieve your sharp edge and return to the bathroom. Remove the doll from the bathtub and say the following phrase to it, filling in the doll's name where appropriate. I have found you, doll's name. Use your sharp edge to cut the red thread binding the doll. Say the following phrase to the doll, filling in the doll's name where appropriate. You are the next it, and then you write the doll's name. Then return the doll to the bathtub. Quickly return to your hiding place. Remain as silent as possible. Here's the ending of the game. Take a large mouthful of salt water. Do not swallow it. Hold it in your mouth. Keep the cup containing the rest of the salt water in your hand. Emerge from your hiding place and begin looking for the doll. Note, the doll may not necessarily be in the bathroom where you left it. This is the creepy part. When you find the doll, pour the remaining salt water in the cup over it. Expectorate the salt water? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but whatever. The salt water in your mouth over the doll as well. Repeat the following phrase to the doll 3 times. I win. Once the game has been completed, allow the doll to dry, then burn it and discard the remains. The rice represents the doll's internal organs. Additionally, it serves as bait to attract spirits. The red thread represents a blood vessel and seals whatever spirits you might have attracted inside the doll. Snipping the thread in the main event, step 6 releases the spirit. When naming your doll, do not give it your own name. It is also advisable to avoid giving it the name of anyone you know. Once the game has begun, do not do any of the following steps until it has been completed. Turn on the lights, lock any doors, including the front or back doors, make unnecessary noise, or leave your house. It is not generally advised to emerge from your hiding place in the ending. Step 2, without both holding the salt water in your mouth and carrying the cup with the remaining salt water in your hand, should anything have found its way into your home during the course of the game, they will act as safeguards and protect you from any harm your visitor or visitors may attempt to inflict upon you. The purpose of the television is to alert you in the presence of potential visitors, should it begin to display abnormal behavior. Do not, under any circumstances, leave your hiding place without the salt water. Do not allow the game to go on for longer than 2 hours. Once it has been started, the game must be played through to completion, so you can't quit. Once you start, you're in. Do not attempt to abandon it partway through. To do so would result in disaster. Final game. Dry bones. 1 person. You just need 1 person for this one too. Requirements: 1 bathroom, 1 mirror. There's flexibility here. The mirror over your bathroom sink will likely be the best option, but a handheld, you can do that too. Matches. Don't use a lighter. A timekeeping device, so your phone. This is technically optional, but highly recommended so that you can keep track. The ability to keep time accurately is essential. Alright, before beginning, clear your house of people and pets. Make sure they know not to come back until sun has risen the next morning. If the mirror isn't already in the bathroom, place it there. Make sure the matches are somewhere on your person. The same goes for the timekeeping device if using. The invitation. Begin at 12:01 exactly, at 12:01 a.m. Securely close anything in your house that can open, doors, closets, cabinets, etc. Everything. Turn off all the lights in your house as well as anything that might make noise. Unplugging the noise-making devices is recommended. Enter the bathroom. Close the door behind you. Everything needs to be closed. Remember, face the mirror. If you hear anything unusual, do not proceed. Leave immediately. Exit the house, go somewhere safe, do not return until daylight. If you hear nothing out of the ordinary, you may proceed. Think of something you want. Think about it hard. Visualize it in your head if you can. Light a match, let it burn out. If the match burns out in under 15 seconds, do not proceed. Leave immediately. Exit the house. Go somewhere safe, do not return until daylight. If the match burns for at least 15 seconds, you may proceed. Lie on the ground and speak the words, "I'm aware of your presence. I welcome you into my home. Come now." Exit the bathroom, close the door behind you, go to the biggest room in your house, close the door behind you, and wait. If you hear anything other than a low moan or a slight rattling noise, do not proceed. Leave immediately, exit the house, go somewhere safe, do not return until daylight. If you hear a low moan or a slight rattling noise, you may proceed. The game. Run, hide, do it quickly and quietly. Stay hidden until 3:00 a.m. This is not as easy as it sounds. Don't let him see you, don't let him hear you, don't let him catch you. The farewell. At 3 a.m., return to the biggest room in your house, close the door behind you, speak the following words, "Thank you for playing, but you must leave now. You are no longer welcome." If at first you do not hear any form of acknowledgement, repeat the phrase until you do. You will know it when you hear it. Sleep, if you can. When you awaken, return to your everyday life. Your prize should be forthcoming. So basically, you play this game and you make a wish, and if you're able to avoid this demonic thing that you're hiding from, that wish will come true. And if you can't hide away from it for long enough and it catches you, your wish won't come true and you'll probably have bad luck forever. When you awaken, return to your everyday life. The prize will be forthcoming. Do not play this game again. Additional notes, variation on the invitation exists according to some versions of the game. You may therefore also use the following invitation in line of the previously mentioned one. I am aware of your presence and I welcome you into my home, but not into my body. Come now. Added protection is not guaranteed. Do not blow the match out. Let it burn out on its own. If you blow the match out, even accidentally, exit the area immediately. Go somewhere safe and do not return until daylight. After you enter the biggest room in your house, during step 9 of the invitation, be patient. The waiting period might last as few as 5 minutes, or it might take much longer. Concerning your wish will arrive to you reasonably quickly after the completion of the ritual. Some players have reported it been waiting on their doorstep for them as soon as the morning after. Your wish should be something that is realistically attainable. If you ask for something that defies the laws of physics, for example, you probably won't have much luck. Your wish should not involve bringing harm to another person. If it does, he may decide that the price of the wish is steeper than the one you already paid, and he's not in the habit of letting debts go unpaid. If you decide to play the game again, don't. You might have asked him to leave this time, but that won't prevent him from visiting again. And if you go as far as to actually invite him again, it might not go as well. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Those are the top 3 scariest 3 AM challenges I can find besides Bloody Mary. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and please comment, like, and subscribe. See you guys later. Bye guys.